So we wanted to share this. This is a personal testimony that I wanted to share about my rebounding, not my rebounding journey, but something that very few of you may know is that I was in a very, very bad car accident many, many moons ago. I was in high school, and it was a car accident where we actually rolled the car. The driver somehow got completely unscathed out of it. And I stayed in the car, and the car rolled and rolled and rolled, and it took the jaws of life to get me out, so they had to cut me out, etc. And landed up in the hospital for it was like a year of recovery for me. And I still have the scars. So if you take a look at my arm there, you take a look at there, I've got a gash out of my arm over there. I've still got, believe it or not, in my neck over here, I've got a piece of the windscreen glass. The wounds. I had so many wounds that they just kind of had to sew me up very quickly. So some of the stuff from the accident is still in my body. So I've got pieces of glass in my arm. I've got a piece of glass in my neck. But the big injury that I picked up was obviously my lung. My lung collapsed and was bruised very, very badly. And I got stitches under my arm, in my head. It was bad. I was in ICU for a long time. I was on crutches for I think about a year. But the big one that really damaged me was I had a crushed ankle, but my knee. My knee was the big one. So if you take a look at my knee, I don't know if Georgia, if you can really get that, but there you see there's quite a lengthy cut. They had to cut open my knee, and if I wiggle my knee that way, you'll notice there the lump. And if I hold that lump over there, that lump is actually staples holding my ligaments together. So what happened was my leg bent completely the wrong way. So my leg bent inward like that during the accident. So I tore all the ligaments on this side of my knee, which means we actually have an x-ray. I just can't find it. I need to probably ask my mom for that x-ray. But there's an x-ray that shows stapling my ligaments onto the bone and kind of like into my bone that hold my ligaments together, that hold my knee together. So for me, floor-based exercise is a big no-no. So it's very difficult for me to do floor-based exercise. So if I go run, I get niggles, but not in my knee so much. I get niggles everywhere else, and I think it's because just physiologically, my body makes up for this. So it knows that there's a pain in my knee, so my gait is different. So when I run long distances, etc., I get niggles in my hips and my this. So those of you that have knee injuries out there, those of you that have ankle injuries out there, hip injuries, back injuries, I totally get you. But what's been amazing is the fact that I can rebound. And I can do things on a rebounder that I could never do on the floor, right? Because of the impact absorption. I'm on a deluxe right now. This is up to 80% impact absorption versus the floor. So when I'm bouncing, I can do things like this. So Georgia, let me do this. So I can do stuff like that. I could never do this on the floor. I mean, I can do side to sides. I can jump up and down. I mean, it's just no pain. There's not 1 ounce of pain while I'm doing it. And if you take a look at my knee while I'm doing this, like my knee is deeply engaged during these moves. I rebound with Lisa pretty much every single day. Do I work out every single day? No, but I'm on a rebounder at least 2 or 3 times a day, right? I can't do what I do on a rebounder on the floor. I could never do that. I could never exert my body and push the way I can on a rebounder. When I come to, like yesterday, I did Lisa's HIIT class. That's 55, 56 minutes. I did 2 hours and 16 minutes of rebounding in the glitter party or whatever we had. 2 hours and 60 minutes. I burnt over 1,483 calories. My beats per minute to 205. Not once did I walk away after 2 hours and 60 minutes with a niggle, an injury, or my knees hurting, or anything to do, like injury-wise, my body. That to me is a miracle. That you can have semi-fitness, go off and do something vigorously for 2 hours and 60 minutes. I mean, it was hectic. It was all those trainers, and we followed them. I walked out of here. Was I tired? Yes. Did I have muscle soreness afterwards? Yes. But you know what I never had? It was an injury. And that's extraordinary. And that's what makes this, in my opinion, a miracle modality. So those of you with knee injuries, those of you with hip problems, back problems, now please, always go get your physician's approval first, right? Just because Stafford's saying he had an injury, now with your injury, you're going to rebound. No. Get your physician's approval. Tell them that the way we rebound is different. So we're not those folks where they make you hold onto a little T-bar and then you're revving your legs like da-da-da. We don't do that. We incorporate a lot of exercise science. So it's warming up, there's there's strength, there's toning, there's sculpting, there's cooling down. So the way we rebound is very different from most folks out there. Very resistance-based oriented too, so lots of strength. And we're gentle on a rebounder. So we don't, gentle in the sake of, we're not doing stupid things. We do go off the rebounder and then onto the rebounder, and we do stuff like that. But predominantly you're on this platform. And when you're on this platform, it's extraordinary. You could do everything that you used to do on the floor. Remember how you used to run when you were young? Remember when you could do those marathons? And now you can't do them anymore? You can do them on a rebounder. And remember the NASA stat, 2 minutes on here is equal to 6 to 9 minutes of a run, which is extraordinary. You're employing more muscles during it. And again, I'm a personal testimony for those of you with knee injuries, lack of cartilage, all those different knee injuries. Try out rebounding. First, get your doctor's approval, get on a rebounder if you got it, and enjoy. It's incredible.